Hello everyone, my name is Christian.
And I'm Joana.
And together we are Board Game Beans. And in this series, we're going to do a little unboxing that we call What's in the Box.
Unwalleting.
Unwalleting in this case, because for our first one, we're going to be talking about moving pictures. This is a wallet game designed by Klimowski and published by Buttonshy. And yeah, it's literally a game that fits in a wallet. I believe they're all 18 cards.
18 cards, yes.
And
in a tiny rule book.
In a tiny little rule book.
And I love the smell. Reminds me of the beach. Like those plastic balls to play at the beach.
Yeah, very, I guess it's like PVC or some kind of material.
Chemicals.
Just a little bit before we get into the game to describe what we want to do for the series. And it's basically a very first look, very unboxing, showing you the components that are in these games. We'll have a lot of B-roll showing close-ups. And then the idea is we haven't played this yet, and we are going to learn and play the game, and then we'll come back and give you our initial thoughts. For now, we're not going to show us playing the game in this video because I feel like that wouldn't be something very fun to watch because we'll be learning the rules, looking through it, making mistakes.
And people seeing how dumb we are sometimes, like, what does this mean?
Yeah. We do plan to do another series down the line, a Let's Play series, where we will just pull a game off of our shelves and play. Shall we talk a bit about how we got this game, how we saw it?
Yeah, we were looking at Buttonshy games on the website. To clarify, they are in America and we are in Portugal. So to make it worth it to buy some, to send some over to shipping, some here, we need to buy like a few to make it worth it. So we were trying to see, we knew already some of the ones that we wanted, but we wanted to get some more. So we tried, because they are quite cheap. I
think they're all $12.
$12,
all the ones, or maybe yours. We'll throw the price up on the screen. All of their wallet games. And I think they only do wallet games.
Yeah, I think so.
I have come across another publisher that does the same game, and it's in a box. And that didn't appeal to us so much. We love the size of these. These are amazing. Like, you can take this with you, pack a few with you as you go on like a little cafe or to the pub or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like you were saying, being in Portugal, importing games isn't ideal.
Yeah.
You get hit by VAT, customs charges, and an extra fee for the custom processing.
So to make it worth it, we were checking some more.
Yeah, you have to get a few.
I came across with this one and I liked it.
Yeah, I think this is more one that you picked. I didn't look into this one too much. To clarify, this is Moving Pictures by Chris Klimowski. The artist is Giulia Campobello. And if I say any of these names wrong, I apologize in advance. And it's a 2-player game, ages 8 and up, playtime of 20 minutes.
So really quick one.
Really quick one. Just having a look at what's in this box, or wallet. So I understand it's 18 cards, right?
Yeah. I think they're all 18. Yeah, 16, 17, 18. Yeah.
I got 9 in my hand.
We know more or less is just to put the scenes in order. We cannot communicate. This is a cooperative game. We cannot communicate with each other, and we need to try to put this film in order with the scenes.
It's like storyboards, right?
Yeah, and I noticed that there's different things here in the cards, like effects, I guess.
And all the cards are one-sided?
Yeah.
I think they just have
because we cannot see each other's game.
Yeah. And that's cool because we quite like two-player games that have this element where you can't communicate, not because we don't like talking to each other, but it brings in that difficulty. So to think of some examples off the top of my head, we have Sky Team, Sail,
Lost Expedition.
Yeah. And you're not supposed to talk after a certain point, after like maybe you draw a couple of cards or you roll the dice, and then you can't talk for the rest of the turn or round.
And yeah, now we are going to literally just read the rules.
Yeah, we're going to read the rules, but we're going to save you from watching us do that. The cards are really nice quality, I will say.
They are.
If I remember correctly, reading on Button Shy, they are a small publisher, I think, in the sense that they're quite independent and they process the cards. I think they print and cut them themselves. It's not coming out of a big factory, I think. We also recently learned that for a lot of the games, if not all, I'm not sure, they have a print and play version.
Yeah.
So then you would just print it yourself. You could cut it, laminate the cards if you wanted, I suppose. We saw recently that you could buy blanks of these little wallets.
Yeah.
So if you're feeling crafty, you can...
It was the Dice Tower, Joey.
Yes.
In one of the latest videos.
Yeah.
He did.
And if you fancy, you can be crafty with it, and that's cool. I just want to say, like, this is the rule book. This is little... What is that? A6, possibly? A7?
A6.
A6?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think.
It's tiny.
It looks like A5. Yeah.
It's very tiny. And this is just a rule book. 3 tiny pages.
Mm.
So yeah, we are going to learn this now, and then we'll be back with our initial thoughts. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. A movie production company has just hired you and your partner to help finish their latest feature. Unfortunately, the script is in disarray. With time running out, can you finish filming and editing in time for the movie premiere? So, we've literally just played our first game of moving pictures.
Yeah, just one. Just to test it out.
And yeah, what did you think?
I like it's similar in a way to The Lost Expedition, which is a game that we love, but we were really lucky.
Yeah, I think we were really lucky in our first playthrough. I was a bit confused going through the rulebook.
Yes.
Some things didn't quite make sense, and we both had different interpretations on certain actions that appeared on the cards.
Yeah.
I don't know. The cards are quite self-explanatory. I was going to say maybe the rulebook could have benefited from a more in-depth action breakdown.
Yeah.
We see that in other games that we've played lately, like Three Sisters. And it has a rulebook which gives a deeper breakdown of the actions you can take, just to clarify anything. I don't think it was too difficult, though, in the end.
But I think as well because I'm terrible at shuffling, and I think I got us a really easy game. I don't know.
I think that just happened. It's
Okay.
random. It's always random. There's no...
Yeah.
I suck at shuffling. We shuffled it. I shuffled one hand. So basically the way it plays is you have 3 rounds. You start off with 6 cards that you have to place cards down for. Then the next act... Sorry, not act. It's called acts, aren't they? The next act is then 7 cards and then 8 cards.
And I was going to try to show the different effects. There's 3, 4 different kinds of cards. There's this one, you may play this card to an empty space directly to the left of another card, you must. So you need to do that. I got these in 2 of the acts. There's another one that has the editing icon. So you don't play that until the editing phase. So you can only do after. And here, you may rotate this card upside down. There's another one that is like, you must, you have to.
Yeah.
So that's the most
And we're familiar.
punishing one.
We're familiar with that kind of
Yeah.
like option, or you have to do this.
You have a card that says when you play, when played. So when played is when you play the card, you need to activate this. It's like Wingspan as well. And there's another one like this.
Yeah.
While this card is in the movie, ignore all played effects.
Yeah, so you just resolve, you play your card. We can't communicate during this phase when we're playing the cards. And so you have to get the aim of the game is to get them in numerical order. And obviously, by playing the card, it might not be in numerical order because I don't know what cards you have. She doesn't know what cards I have. And we're also not allowed to arrange the cards in our hand in order, because doing so, when I play, if I did that in numerical order, and I played the furthest right card, you would know,
I would know
that's my highest card. So we have to, we get dealt the cards, we keep them as they were given to us in our hand. And we just have to kind of work out, without communicating, how to play them.
Yeah.
And I liked it at first. I think at first, in the very first act, that was a bit okay. It felt too easy, and that could have just been because of the luck in this game. In the second act, I think we used a deleted scene.
Yeah, we did.
So you have 2 cards here that you can use to get yourself out of trouble, really. We had a bit of confusion about how the deleted scene card works. I think you just flip the card upside down, and then you only have to have 1 deleted scene you could use. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you can pick that up. It's starting to sound a bit like Fast and Furious Portugal Drift out there. We don't normally have too much noise. We have a lot of birds, actually. I don't know if you can hear the birds.
We need the window open for the draft.
Yeah, it's hot.
But but we can hear the birds as well, so it's nice.
So hopefully that doesn't disturb you, the viewer, too much. So yeah, I don't know if you've noticed that there's little stories on these cards.
Yeah.
I don't find myself feeling the need to read that. It's quite abstract in that sense.
Yeah.
So thematically, it's like fine. It's not like when we picked up this game, it wasn't a theme I was like, I need to have this.
I was.
And that's fine, right?
I was because, well, I think the cards are beautiful. The art style is really nice.
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
And it's blue.
And it's blue.
It's my favorite color.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the art isn't lovely here. It really is. So credit to the artist, which I will check the name again because it escapes my memory. Giulia Campobello. Like, the art is really, really nice.
And I like the idea. Again, The Lost Expedition is one of our favorite games, and it's kind of similar.
Yeah.
I wanted to try this one as well. I like it. I think in Lost Expedition we had the same problem. We played once, and like the first time we played, we were like, "Oh, this seems too easy. Let's play harder."
Yeah, we ramped up the difficulty,
and then we got smashed. Yeah.
Just checking here. It says for a more challenging game, try playing with fewer deleted scenes. So
but I think as well as luck. Like which cards we get. Yeah, so I think I like the game.
Yeah, I like the game. So also just to clarify this kind of format of this video, we briefly introduce it, we show off the components. In this case, it's just 18 cards and the wallet.
And the rulebook.
And then we play the game for the first time, and we can give you our initial thoughts. I think we decided we're going to do about 5 playthroughs of any game before we do a proper review,
Yeah.
because it changes.
Or more depends on the game.
Yeah, it's like certainly this one. This one played very, very quick. The game is very, very quick. I think we counted maybe about 20 minutes on the overhead camera, and that was with us learning the rules slowly.
And if you know the game, how to play, it's going to be quicker, I think.
Yeah, it definitely feels like one we can take with us anywhere.
Yeah.
And play a quick game.
You don't need a lot of space. As you could see, it was just this.
Yeah, it's just a strip. And,
Yeah.
and like really, you could, if you're running out of space in one axis,
You can play in a plane.
you could play on a plane table. You just play
Well,
2 rows opposed
Act
to 1.
2 and 3, probably the 2 tables.
You know,
because
you
it's-
just make 2 rows maybe.
True,
You don't have
true.
to, and then you just know that you have to go in this order. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Again, it wasn't a game that called to me when I was on the Button Shy website. So credit to you because you made us get hold of this one, and I'm glad that we did.
And there's more versions, I think. There's more.
Yes,
There's a green
I'm
version.
going to throw them up on the screen.
Yeah.
There's 2 expansions, I believe, to this game. I think they're expansions. I'm not sure if they're entirely new games.
I don't know.
Again, the art is really lovely. Thematically, it's not one that appeals to me personally because I've never been much of a filmmaking inclined person, I suppose. So the theme of we're just editing a film strip, which is what this basically is, to me is fine.
To me, it appealed because it's camping. It's camping.
You're making a movie about camping. So next time, we'll read the actual stories
Yeah.
on these, because when we played now, I didn't read them. I just was focused on getting the cards in order, figuring out, and also on that point to add, it's played in 2 stages. You have the filming phase where you're playing your cards, and this is the part you can't talk. And then you have your
Editing.
phase, and now you can talk about everything, and you have to resolve actions on the cards, specifically the actions that have the editing symbol. Also, I made a mistake in the first portion of this video. I've probably done an edit now to rectify it, but when I was doing this, I had forgotten to turn the above camera on. So that whole portion is gone. To clarify, we're using our phone above us here, and then we got the big camera in front of us. But yeah, back to the game. You like it? I like it.
I do like it.
We're going to play it again. It's once you've played it once, I feel like we can play it again now.
Yeah.
So
It's really easy. Once we understand how it's played, it's really easy to play.
yeah, I think I was a bit confused with the rule book, but again, once you've played it now,
Yeah.
it's locked away. I don't feel we need to look up someone's how to play.
Yeah.
We have some games, and this happens, the rulebook can be very unclear.
Yeah.
And we benefit from just chucking on a video.
We are reading the rule book and we're like, in the end, shall we watch a video?
Let's watch a little video, it might help. and I think the way that we play as well now, sometimes we'll play a game where the very first time we play it, so we play open-handed, and we will discuss more certain things, and this helps clarify doubts on both sides.
Yeah.
Some of you may call that cheating. It doesn't matter. We're having a nice time. We're just playing the game.
And we never add that one to the statistics.
Yeah, so we log our statistics now. I enjoy statistics a bit, and we log that in an app, BG Stats, right?
Yeah.
BG Stats, and we're going to log this one. But the very first game that we ever play,
We never do.
yeah, we log it, but I don't let it count for the statistics. So it's nice. It serves as a memory of when we first ever played the game. So yeah, that is Moving Pictures by Chris Klimowski, Button Shy Games. As you mentioned earlier, we picked up a few Button Shy games at once because it made sense to do so. So we'll have a few more videos coming up with that. If they all play as quickly as this, if they're all as easy to learn as this, then that's really cool. Probably eventually we'll do a let's play and a more formal, more in-depth review. But we want to save those kind of reviews for when we have more gameplay under our belt. So yeah.
And that's it.
That's it. Thank you very much for watching. Anything else you want to add?
No.
No? Okay. That's it then. Thank you all so much for taking the time to watch. And happy gaming.
Happy gaming.
Happy game.
In their hands. Numerical order.
I have a feeling we didn't record the top camera. And this one? Yeah.
I think it was too close.
Sure. Recording for now.
Yeah? Okay.
I'll cut that bit because you're like. It's really nice to have this. It's really nice.